Tough week. Pretty tough week. I took two trades this week and I lost them both. And I faced some psychological troubles that I don't tend to face. I think I'm pretty good on the discipline and emotional side of things. I faced some issues this week and I want to go over those here, as well as the two trades I took and my plans and next steps moving forward to improve and treat these as lessons rather than failures. Here is what my P&L calendar, P&L calendar is looking like this week. I traded both Thursday and Friday. I took no trades up until Thursday, and then I lost. That was really difficult, way more than I thought. And so today, Friday, I took a trade that I'll talk a little more about, but it was a pretty sloppy. It was sloppy. And get into that a little bit more. Thursday, here was the trade I took on Thursday. I took a short after seeing pretty bearish price action Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I anticipated we would continue lower, and we did continue lower, but not when I thought we would. We made a down close candle, a retracement into okay. A down close candle and a retracement into an order block. And then we closed lower. I entered shorts right here and stopped out within about a minute. Was this the most pretty setup? No, but it was mechanically valid. It did follow all rules and it made sense for me to take it. And the narrative was correct, but did not play out how I anticipated. I wouldn't really say this was a bad trade, but it could always be better. Moving on to today, which is Friday. This is coming out tomorrow. I did not take this trade. I took. Where is it? Here it is. I took it long from here with my stop right at this fair value gap low, targeting these highs just a little bit over to get a 1-to-1. This was my trade. This was a pretty poor trade. On NQ, it looks good. Like, this looks like a good trade, but it has one huge flaw, and I saw it in advance, but I was careless. And I'll talk about that in a sec. I was careless and ignored this flaw right here. We have SMT. ES took the high here. This high no longer has any value. It's already been used. The liquidity from this high has been taken. So it's not an acceptable target anymore. And I saw that and I didn't care. And I said, screw it, I'm just going to take the trade anyway. Hopefully it just plays out in my favor. Which is horrible. It's horrible to think like that. It doesn't work. It didn't work. It's a bad way to go about things. And I caved under the pressure of being more scarce with my trades. If you look at my P&L calendar, I'm playing things very scarcely. I'm not trading very frequently at all. I took two trades before today in 2 weeks, and that places a lot of pressure on each trade. So having waited 1, 2, 3, 4 full trading days, watching probably price action for 2 hours each day, and just like being patient and waiting, and I'm okay to wait, and I'm okay to be patient, but then to wait so long, and then to lose, like that really got to me way more than I thought it would. So today when it came time to trade, and I was looking for trades, I felt this really careless mindset of, I don't care. Like, I just want to make it back. Like, I just want to end the week break even. This delay of, okay, I'm waiting, I'm patient. This is going to work out. Loss. Ouch. Like, this loss got to me really hard. Way more than it should have. Way more than I should have given it the right to. And looking at the data itself, it's kind of ridiculous that I cared about it so much. Like I've taken 3 trades total on this account. 3 trades is nowhere near enough to make any conclusions on any sort of strategy, backtesting, data collection. The sample size is too small. You need a minimum, bare minimum of 10, ideally more like 20, 30, 40 trades. And that just takes a while with this approach. So there's really no conclusions to make yet, because this is like even this P&L calendar now. This isn't something that's insane. Like this isn't like, oh my gosh, it's horrible. It's 3 trades. You can't make a conclusion off of 3 trades. That being said, this approach of waiting, that's why I lost today, because I was really careless. I wrote it down in my journal. I was like, this was a careless trade. I saw this confluence, which makes this a bad trade, and I literally thought to myself, I don't care. I want to get it anyway. Bad trade, bad psychology. What's next? A couple things I want to do. I wrote down I'm going to make a checklist. Checklists are great. I've used them in the past, they're helpful for my approaches. So each day, coming into the day, saying, all right, I have to meet this requirement, this requirement, this requirement, etc., to get into the market. And then another idea for improving is this, which got some attention. I'm considering getting an additional funded account and not posting anything. Just for me, no eyes, less rules, the pressure's off. I'd be lying if I said X brought no pressure. And you might say, you literally just posted about something you're saying you won't post about. I enjoy keeping you in the loop and keeping you updated. I'm not sure if I will or won't do this yet, and if I decide I will, respectfully, I won't tell you. X clearly applies pressure. I'm averaging 150 comments a day, and when you reach that size, you're not going to get love on everything. You start to get hate, and you start to get pressure, and I start to feel the pressure of like, I need to perform, like I need to do better as a trader. I need to meet these requirements. I've been doing this for 2 years. I should be profitable by now. All these people are watching me. All these people are seeing all my trades. Expectations, pressure's on. You're not trading very often, so each trade needs to be super good, and people are going to tell you all the mistakes you made, so you better not make any mistakes so you don't get in trouble. It's really heavy. It's really heavy. And as much as I'd like to say a lot of it rolls off my shoulder, which it does, there's additionally the pressure on myself of like, I need to win. Like, I need to win. I need to succeed. I need to be successful. That's why I'm here. I need to become profitable. The entire reason I'm doing this is to make money. I need to come out here and I need to make money. That's the goal. That's the mission. That's the purpose. And so the pressure can really get heavy sometimes when you add that and you add, I've been doing this for 2 years, I should have made it by now, and you add, you've got to literally sometimes tens of thousands of people watching you take these trades, and then hundreds of comments saying, oh, I would have never made a mistake. That's obvious. You shouldn't have taken that. And then a day like this where this was an obvious mistake, it can just be heavy, heavier than it should be, heavier than it has to be. I post the stuff because I like to be transparent and I like to share my journey, and there's a lot of great help I can receive. And so I'm hesitant to do something like that because it kind of takes away from some of that transparency branding. But the end game for this is for me to become a profitable trader. Will I get an account? I don't know. Will I tell you if I do? No, respectfully. It's something where I want to see what happens. If I have something to myself, for myself, and nobody knows, what does it look like? Is there a difference in performance? I don't know. I don't know. So, that's where I'm at. Tough week. Super tough week. Mentally, took a big hit, more than typical, but it's a lesson. And the mission now is to prevent it from happening again. And I've outlined several steps that I want to take to make that not happen again, as well as just looking at the P&L. I'm down 1R on the account. 1R. I'm down $245 on an account where I have $2,000 of drawdown. I could lose 9 more times before I blow the account. $200 is not that big a deal. One trade would bring me back to the green. This is not a bad day. It's really not. This is not a bad start. It's really not. It's just the pressure's on. That's the weekly review. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm moving forward. And we keep swimming, right? We keep swimming. It's tough. It's challenging. It is. Every time you feel like you reach a breakthrough, there's just another one that hits you in the face, and it's like, oh, I thought I was through, but you're not, and that can be a lot. But I mentioned this the other day. I talked about this. How much of a blessing is it that this is what I get to stress about? This is what I get to stress about. This is such a beautiful growth opportunity to be able to look at the market and face really intense emotional pools between monetary value and processes, and all of these things mesh together. It is quite difficult to be a successful trader, and this is what I'm stressing about, like cosmic irrelevance. This is so unimportant. I've got food on the table, I'm healthy, I have a bed. This is really unimportant in the grand scheme of things, and it's a blessing to be able to have this be the thing I stress about. On to the next.